can't foresee it, you can't prepare for it, you can't even escape it. When the flood begins to spread, quickly swallowing everything, homes, and lives, it brings not only destruction, but also a deep torture of human existence. The water surges forward, taking away not only the material things, but also the hopes and dreams deep in the heart. It seems that all efforts and struggles are so fragile in the face of this natural disaster. When the mountain suddenly collapsed, it was as if the whole world was in a violent tremor. In an instant, the silence and order that had once been completely shattered, replaced by the sound of collapse tearing the heavens and the earth apart. Huge rocks fell from a great height, mixed with churning earth, like the earth was silently screaming, venting some kind of anger that had been held back for a long time. This is not a fictional plot from a movie, nor is it a news report from a faraway place. This is the reality of your life and mine, and it may be right around the corner. When the flood came, it not only took away our homes and belongings, but also washed away our arrogance and contempt. We think we can conquer everything and control everything, but the power of nature makes us understand that we are just passers-by on this land, and we cannot escape the arrangement of fate after all. Every disaster is a profound warning. We have not learned to reflect in countless disasters, and we are still acting recklessly in the bosom of nature, as if there will never be a reward. It isn't until floods rage that we realize that we can only have a better future if we live in harmony with nature. The air was filled with the smell of dust, with a heavy sense of oppression, and each loud bang was like a war drum beating on people's hearts. The collapse of the mountain is not only a demonstration of the power of nature, but also a long-accumulated war of nature, which hits the depths of human hearts and reminds us of the insignificance and helplessness in front of it. At that moment, people finally understood that no matter how advanced science was, no matter how prosperous civilization was, all man-made things seemed so fragile and vulnerable in the face of the great power of nature. And this sudden disaster is more like a painful lesson, making people re-examine their relationship with nature and think about the neglected all. When a storm hits, take precautions. Don't underestimate its speed and don't ignore its threat. When the roar of the storm swept across the land, the tornado swirled and devoured everything, and the flood silently flooded our homes, we realized how irresistible the forces of nature were. Disasters always come quietly when we are unprepared, and people are caught off guard. But instead of waiting for the storm to subside, we should stop the damage, but we should plan ahead and build a safety barrier for ourselves and our families. When a tornado comes, quickly seek sturdy shelter away from windows and fragile objects. When a flood threat approaches, do not risk wading through the water and evacuate to higher ground in time. For no matter how important the treasure is, it is not as valuable as life. This is not only a natural disaster, but also an awakening of the human heart. Perhaps it is only through the deepest suffering that we can truly understand the meaning of life. Rebuilding our homes and restoring hope is our greatest victory in the face of disaster.